Hello, everyone, and come on in. I'm so happy to have you today. I'll be sharing all of the details on the steps that I take to create the most epic charcuterie board just in time for your holiday parties. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Millionaire House. If it's your first time here, I wanted to say hello and introduce myself. My name is Melanie. I am a home decor, family, and lifestyle blogger here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And I really love what I'm doing. And today I'm working with a fabulous group of ladies, and we're all sharing some inspiration and ideas for tablescapes and party boards to help you get ready for the holidays. I personally am going to show you how I put together my charcuterie board and how I pair it with wines when we're hosting parties. But first, I wanted to take a moment to share all of the ladies who are participating in this collaboration. There's just something that I love about women supporting women, especially in the blogger world. So when I was invited to participate in this collaboration, I jumped at the opportunity. In fact, some of my very favorite YouTubers are featured here in this group. So please make sure to go and check them out. I'll have them all listed in the description box below for you. A really great group of talented ladies. Okay, so let's get started. Before I get started though, I wanted to go ahead and address a couple things because I know the questions are going to come up. I have a huge wooden charcuterie board that I love to serve on, and I've gotten questions before on how I preserve it and keep it clean. So to clean it, I use mineral oil, but when I'm actually serving the charcuterie, the meats are involved. And so the easiest thing to do is to actually place the meats on parchment paper, and that'll keep it from seeping, keep all the meat juices from seeping into your board. You can put the parchment paper over the entire board, or if you want to keep the board exposed because of its beauty, you can cut the parchment paper and only place it under the meats that you'll be serving. The first step in creating an epic charcuterie board is shopping. I like to include foods like dried fruits, nuts, and a variety of spreads, including Dijon mustard, regular mustard, honey, olives, veggies, and even pickled carrots. And of course, a large variety of all types of cheeses, fresh breads, and of course, your cured meats. And that's what charcuterie actually means. It's a French word for cured meats or the process of curing. Next, grab the biggest board you have, and if it's not food friendly, like I mentioned earlier, you can protect it with parchment paper. I like to arrange our charcuterie boards in groups of like foods that will pair with different colors of wine. So food groups that will pair well with reds, groups that will pair well with whites, and groups that will pair well with blends like rosé. And one easy rule that I always use to try to remember what goes with what is that tannins love fat, acids love acids, and rosé loves appetizers. And I'm giggling a little bit because I know many of you are probably like, what did she just say? So what I mean by that is that it's the rule of thumb that I use to pair my groups together. So tannins love fat, and red wines are full of tannins. And so I put all of the fatty groups together, like the meats, and the fatty nuts, like cashew nuts. So cheeses, meats, and nuts are all great options to pull forward the flavor of bold wines, and they're also really fun to mix and match, so don't be afraid to do that. And acids love acids, so foods that are higher in acidity, maybe foods that you would sprinkle with lemon or lime, or olives or pickled carrots, pair well with whites. And this is simply because a lot of your white wines are typically higher in acidity than your reds. And finally, rosé loves appetizers and hors d'oeuvres. Rosé is a nice blend of a red and a white, and so it kind of goes either way as far as your levels of acidity or fat in your foods. So you really can't go wrong. And I always say, do what makes you happy when pairing your wines with foods, but I really thought it would be fun to give you guys a breakdown of how I break out the charcuterie board. And you can fill in the empty spaces of your board with figs or jellies and jams. And don't forget your baguette pieces. We like to toast them right before guests arrive so that they're nice and fresh and warm. And of course, crackers. Charcuterie boards or party boards are a great way to get the party started, to have your friends all gathered around in the same place, breaking bread together and making new memories. Finally, I pull out my festive glasses, put them on display so that guests can easily grab one to make themselves at home. And I try to lightly style my serving spaces so that they feel festive, but they're still functional. I'll be sharing this year's 2019 holiday tablescape with you. Actually, I'm going to share a couple of them with you coming up in some videos in the next couple weeks. So if you'd like to see those, please make sure you either stick around, or if you learned one new thing in this video, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and hang out with me for more content like this. Please let me know in the comments below if you did learn something new, what it was, and or what brought you to the channel. And finally, I believe that time is our most valuable commodity that we can never get back. So I sincerely appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, I'm wishing you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, love, and peace.